Precies. Film, photo and advertising. Arguably the brightest prospect of Finland, Omran, the Lebanese gorilla Chaaban, is a veteran of the UFC's Ultimate Fighter and current UAE Warriors Arabia title holder. The internationally established and feared Ireland-based fighter now looks to showcase his impressive talent and secure the UFC contract with yet another spectacular performance tonight.
Mä haluan olla maailman paras. Ne, ketä vastaan sä ottelet, se on aina interesting, että joka ottelu on erilainen. Mä pystyn lopettamaan matsin pystyssä. Mä oon hyvä counterattackkaa, mä oon hyvä counterattackkaa painissa ja monipuolinen ottelija.
Felipe Hulk Alves is the definition of explosiveness and power. He's a fearless heavy hitter that has never seen the second round. The Brazilian Hulk is here for one thing only: to steal the spotlight and stop the gorilla in his tracks.
Eu sou um lutador muito sanguinário, né? Todo mundo me conhece pela minha agressividade e tenho certeza que todos os meus oponentes tiraram a prova viva disso. Um oponente muito experiente, tenho certeza que também muito talentoso e que vai fazer uma grande guerra comigo.
Mä en ikinä aliarvoi ketään. Se on taas joku ihminen, joka tulee mua vastaan ja mun pitää get the job done. Mut mä en näe mitään, että se olisi niinku missään varmin. Se on fyysinen. Varmaan penkkipunneruksessa, että kuka kantaa enemmän painoja, niin se varmaan siinä voi olla.
Essa luta que eu tenho realmente dois caras perigosos, né? Eu acho que é nocaute ou finalização. E essa luta não passa do primeiro round.
Mä en tykkää ikinä sanoa, että ottelu päättyy näin ja näin, mutta mä sanoisin, että varmaan niin kuin lopetuksella.
This is all action and no breaks as Chaaban looks to punch his ticket to the UFC, while the Hulk is set to steal the party. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for fireworks? We give you the main event. Omran, the Lebanese gorilla Chaaban versus Felipe Hulk Alves.
To the blue corner, Felipe Alves.
Once again, joined here tonight by Alexi Toivonen, who has resumed his broadcaster duties after coaching Nico Aikonen. Alexi, tonight we have a very, very exciting main event. Felipe Alves of Brazil will take on Omran Chaaban. He is a heavy-handed kickboxer, explosive, fast-paced, strong physique on this guy. I mean, when you look at him, there's no wonder they call him the Hulk. And if I were standing across the cage from a guy who was built like that, who had the nickname the Hulk and Muay Thai tattooed across his chest, I would not be very happy. This is an exciting matchup. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. One of the biggest height differentials in cage history, at least that I remember, because he's really, Alves is really strongly built, but seeing his previous fights, this muscle is not just air. Like, it's thick, powerful muscle, and when he cracks, he has slept people. So he might have a hard time reaching Omran Chaaban, but if he does, he cracks hard. So it'll be very interesting to see what kind of approach he has to the length and technical ability of Chaaban.
To the red corner, Omran Chaaban.
And now Omran Chaaban joins us again, making the walk by way of Dublin, Ireland here tonight. Of course, Omran Chaaban is a very, very experienced fighter with lots of high-level experience, an incredible competitor, 6-1, and of course an alumni of The Ultimate Fighter. He's also a title holder in another organization as of this moment. It's very exciting to see him in the cage here tonight. We know that he's got a very well-rounded game, and he's a phenomenal counterpuncher. He can be very dangerous off the back foot as well. That makes this an exciting fight when you consider the Muay Thai acumen of Alves.
Yeah, and he has a very dangerous submission offense too. And I think for me, what makes him exceptional is not his skills standing, which are excellent. It's not his submission prowess at the ground, which is very high level, but it's his toughness and grittiness. Because the UAE Warriors Arabia title fight, he was losing that fight, and he pulled off the submission in the 5th round. So he can really dig deep when necessary.
Yeah.
A real finisher, both standing and on the ground. I think he's one of the top prospects, if not the top prospect in Finland.
Yeah, this is truly incredible because also you look at his flexibility in combination with his length and his distance management. This is a very, very dangerous guy. Now we go to the tail of the tape, and as mentioned, the height differential here, humongous. The reach differential, humongous. And of course, the record, virtually the same. Now, one thing to note here is there are a couple of years in Alves' favor, but of course, there's a wealth of physical advantages here that Omran Chaaban will enjoy.
Hyvä yleisö täällä Pasilan Beachillä. Haluan muistuttaa teitä, että nämä ravintolapisteet jatkavat aukioloaan vielä tämän pääottelun jälkeenkin, joten toivomme teidän viihtyvän täällä. Ja sen jälkeen, kun aika on kypsä, niin siirtyvän Cage viralliselle jatkoille tuonne Milliklubille. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the night. This fight is brought to you by Precis, Film, Photo and Advertising. Tämän ottelu tarjoaa mainostoimisto Precis. In the blue corner, fighting out of Brazil, fighting with a professional record of 5 wins and 2 losses, weighing 81.8 kilos, Felipe Hulk Alves! And in the red corner, Helsinki-based Finnish fighter with a professional record of 6 wins and 1 loss, weighing 81.9 kilos, Omran, the Lebanese Gorilla Chaaban!
This is such an exciting matchup, and one of 2 that we have signed Omran Chaaban here to fight at. He'll be back with us, Cage 66, on the 17th of May. But now these 2 are getting ready to kick things off, and this is an intense one. These 2 touch gloves. And Alves looks to try and apply pressure on Chaaban. Good movement, and immediately he starts throwing heavy leather. Gets in on that takedown. Nothing doing.
Great reversal by Chaaban. But that was an aggressive start from Alves, and I kind of anticipated that that's kind of the way he has to fight, pressure, head movement, to try to get in. Inside the reach of Chaaban.
Absolutely, and you know, he was able to do so, and then perhaps made the tactical error of going for a takedown too early. And again, the larger fighter here in Chaaban was able to reverse that pretty easily and take him to the ground instead.
Yeah, but it's also these moments where there's a lot of momentum. When someone pushes forward, they are easily outbalanced.
Right.
And you don't see those kind of positions a lot in wrestling because there's they're more wary of these. But then
in MMA, there is usually, when the takedown entries come at a distance, at a longer distance, the posture is more upright. There is usually more momentum to the small reversals also.
Very, very wise observation on that one. Now, of course, we see that Chaaban, who, again, is the fighter with the larger frame here in terms of length.
Great chaining to the Darce choke.
Absolutely, and this could be bad. Oh, he flips him with ease. And he's chasing that hard. Let's see, can he get a good squeeze on it?
Yeah, that's tight.
That is it. Omran Chaaban with a first-round victory here tonight. Incredible.
What a dominant performance. I think it looked like Felipe always was not anticipating that switch. Like he turned very like, oh, this is gonna be easy. Like I can just turn and then like one movement, he locked in the Darce choke and that was it. But with those long arms, those kind of catches are possible to get it straight to the bicep without going through the forearm or going palm to palm. Beautiful setup by Omran Chaaban and a fantastic performance overall.
There he gets taken down, but of course that one I think was mutually agreed. As you said, a truly phenomenal performance, and the way that he secured that choke was beautiful. He used those long limbs to his advantage, as it obviously is, and was able to sink that thing in and get the tap in no time flat. Another stunning and beautiful performance from Omran Chaaban. I mean, it was quick. I would have loved to see more of it. I'm glad he's coming back for Cage 66.
Yeah, and what a great night for Team Kea of Ireland. Like Omran Chaaban, Omar Tugarev, both Finnish fighters living in Ireland, getting dominant performance, dominant finishes against tough opponents. So
yeah, here on home soil.
So great job by head coach Chris Fields. Great job by both athletes. So
absolutely tremendous. And here we see, of course, Omran Chaaban on top, and then he gets that arm sunk in, and Alves looked to try and pop and get away. Didn't really happen. It ended up being working rather in Chaaban's favor. And then here he sinks that in, applies the squeeze. Alves knows that there's nowhere for him to go, and he taps. Beautiful performance. Let's hear now just how quick that finish happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, the main event of this night ends after 1 minute and 33 seconds of the first round. Winner by Darce choke, Omran, the Lebanese Gorilla, Chaaban.
Beautiful performance from Omran Chaaban. Takes that victory by way of Darce choke in the very first round. Let's hear what he's got to say about his performance to Velko. On my behalf, I was very, very impressed.
Omran, onneksi olkoon. Erittäin nopea näyttävä voitto.
Kiitos. Mä rehellisesti tullut tänne ole 15 minuuttia ja mä tiedän, että mun taso on ihan eri. Ja aina juttu, että mun pitää näyttää se nyt joka matsis koko maailmalle. Ja kuten kaikki tietää, että UFC tietää kuka mä oon. Mä olin nuorin Ultimate Fighteris. Ja moni mediasta tykkää puhua ihan mitä vaan ja jopa niin nämä Suomen vapaa-ottelun, mä en tiedä ketkä niin pyörittää näitä mediajuttuja. Te ette ensikään tiedä mistään mitään, mitä ottelija käy. Ja toinen juttu on se, että mä oon tässä lajissa, että mä oon maailman paras. Se, että mulle sanotaan, paljon sulle maksetaan täältä, että Omra tulee ottelemaan Suomeen, mua ei kiinnosta rahaa. Mulla on tarjottu isoja soppareita muualle. Mua kiinnostaa ainoastaan UFC. Mä haluan olla maailman paras. Ja mä tuun olemaan ensimmäinen UFC-mestari Suomessa. Niin Suomi! Oikeesti hei! Tukekaa teidän ominne vähän. Okei? Ollaan yhtä.
Hyvä yleisö, suomalainen vapaa-ottelukomentaja Omran Chaaban.
An impassioned speech there by Omran Chaaban. Alexi, what did he have to say?
He called for unity in Finnish MMA, calling out a little bit of the Finnish media, which tends to be a little bit negative focused sometimes, questioning why he's competing in Finland. He said look, he has had big offers from other promotions. He wants to put on a show, and he has only one interest, and that is UFC. And he said, this is a great platform to show the world what he can do, and that's the only goal he's looking at right now. But overall, called for unity in Finnish MMA community overall.
Yeah, that sounds like a beautiful message to me, and I mean, it was a beautiful night of fights.